So I'm going to take you through calibration of a bean grinder. This is the machine we use. It's a Fetco GR2. It's really the workhorse. It grinds our beans to make that great cup of coffee, but it has to be calibrated. Now, when it comes, the tech will calibrate it for you, but over time it could come out of calibration. I'm going to take you through how to calibrate it. I would only recommend the lead person in the facility do this, but it is extremely easy to do, and I'm going to take you through it step by step. First thing is you have to remove the bottom cover. There's 2 screws holding it on, and then you just pull it off. Once you take the cover off, you'll see this switch called the set switch. All you need to do is hold that down for about 4 or 5 seconds, and it's going to go into set mode. And there you go. So now we're in set. The first series of numbers we're going to throttle through are not important, and we shouldn't play with them. And you press it each time to toggle through. The first important is LH1. So what LH1 stands for is left switch number 1. Middle is left switch number 2. Third is left switch number 3. I have LH1 set to 0. That's the lowest it goes, so I'm not going to change it. LH2, this is a half brew. Now I know already we're brewing for about 34 seconds, so to make this up and down, a half brew would be 17 seconds. So to go up, you use the top button. To go down, you use the bottom button. So I'm going to take it up to 17 seconds. Alright, so I'm finished on the half brew, and then I go to the full brew, and I knew already we're at about 33.4 seconds. Again, if I wanted to go up, down, I'm going to keep it at 33.5. So those 3 switches are now programmed. It's the same for the right side. Right number 1 I'm going to take down to 0 because we're going to make that a dead switch. Right number 2, we know we want 17 seconds. And then right number 3, we're going to go to 33.5. So I'm just going up 1. Once you complete setting, you hold the set button down, don't let it up, and then the machine's going to say stop, and we're exiting programming. We're done. Now, we have the time in, but we have to check it. And the way you actually check it is brew some coffee, grind some beans. You press that last button. We want between 7.5 and 8 ounces of beans. We'll press it. We'll see what we come up with. We may have to go back in and program again. The other thing on your grinder, if you ever see the beans flying around, it's almost like static and friction, may mean the grinder needs service. And in general, when you need service, you'll call Nicole Satin or email her, and she'll call the service agency to come in and service either the grinder or the brewer if you're having issues. So you can hear the machine stop grinding. You can see I did get a little residual beans, and why we don't put the basket. And then we're going to weigh it, and we have exactly 8 ounces of beans. So no reason to go back and program. We're right on the money. If I had to go back, just repeat the procedure. If you need more beans, up to seconds. If you need less, you obviously take it down. There's actually math. If you divide the amount of beans by the seconds you have, it will tell you how many ounces of beans you're getting per second, and you can actually do the math. But trial and error works perfectly well as well.